Just the other day, saw you looking my way. I start to contemplate moments that went to waste. Why you do that? You drop me like who that? And put me through that. But baby, it's useless. I'm living my life. Don't need to remind me, feeling just fine. One of a kind. Who better than I? Oh, Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. I don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my. Got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. At the crack of dawn in the dark of night, what I got to do? I'ma make it loud. How I made you scream like a cockatoo. Turn the pussy wet by the shoulder rest with the cockatoo. What you expect? How I forget these thoughts of you. Don't need no reps, I'm in the jet, gon' fly the coop, fly the coop. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Oh, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. I don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my place. Shawty, don't play that game.
my man. Hey, you made a permanent home in my head.
moving like a goddess. Come my way, my way, my way. Your hips on the move, only a real one can do what you do. I caught a body, but you was the shooter. Damn. Shot me down one time. Now you wanna hug me down long time. Funny how the love can change sometimes. So we say, hey, I'm pulling up on you. Let me show you my world. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Adicto a ti, mi flaca. Tu cuerpo sacude como maraca. Te miro y miro, so sube y baja. Como en Caracas bailamos al ritmo del bajo y la caja. Y tú mi África, yo tu casino en América. Quiero bambino contigo, ma. Te beso bien suave en el limón, ma. Quiero con vino, limón, no sé. Tu cuerpo es un carnaval, yeah. Tus ojos trascendental, y tu espíritu natural. Me enamora con besos en el final, yeah. De África al tropical, nuestro amor es transnacional. Lo que tenemos presidencial, aquí la vista se told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Can't wait to show you off. Come out, I'm pulling up. Come out, I'm pulling up, yeah. Oh ma, lo que tengo contigo, ma. Esto está fijo, ma. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. She told me that I make her feel alive.
Hey, what's up, beautiful people? What's going down? It's your boy Tony aka Fire, and we're down again for the finals of the COC Season 10 edition. And today is just our day one. Let me just increase my brightness here for a little bit. Wait, why? It's not charging. Yeah, why you not charging? Oh, F up at me, man. Charge. Okay, yeah, we're charging. Charging. All right, hope you're all ready for the mad, crazy battles that we're going to be seeing today. How y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I see a couple of people joining already, but from your end, the match hasn't started. But yeah, let's go get ready. Join the game. I do see Navi on the team S7 landing pretty close to each other just about now. So let's see how that goes. It does look like the player from S7 is pretty much in hiding right now. Hiding away from Ludwin. He's trying to turn his shots onto Unchange and Slim Card. It does look like for now they don't have weapons to themselves. So they're trying as much as possible to hide away. You can see this S7 player trying to pull into the house, look for a weapon on his own. That player from Navi is all alone. He's been able to grab a weapon to himself. Will he be able to join that fight up against Ludwin? We'll be curious to see how that one does play out. Ludwin is pretty much trying to get that push onto him right now. Ludwin is holding a UMP, and up against him, that would be really dangerous. Let's see how Ludwin plays this, and he's able to get a knock. It did look like it was a bit offline for a moment there because he was just staring. Not sure what exactly happened, but Ludwin getting a kill right there and able to take one of the players from S7 down. Losing a player quite early is not something that any team wants, but now that they've been able to loot up, because see how they do decide to play this one. Are they going to get out of that position, or they're going to go up for that fight? We might be having a fight up in Severny, as well as we have the boys from WR not too far away from UA, from Unsullied Army. And yeah, we'll just keep a close eye on that one and see how it unfolds as we progress. All right, Navi, one of the teams that has been doing quite well in recent times. They've gotten themselves all the way into the finals right here. Again, they've done well in several different competitions across Africa. You know, they do seem like a new team that has just formed, but they've been a really good and strong powerhouse when it comes to how they fight, when it comes to how they battle, when it comes to how they do their things. All right, does look like S7 is in another battle. They have another player of theirs has gotten down, but this time around, not to Navi. It's to the boys from UAE who are far away from the other players. It does look like the boys from Navi are pretty much just looking for, the rest of those players right there. Pablo is able to get that finish onto Roy, the player from S7 that he had taken down. It does look like the rest of the boys from S7 are pretty much just getting in the vehicle and leaving that particular one, getting out of that position because they know Navi is on their tail and they just want to, stay alive for as long as they can. Losing two players on was definitely not the plan, but sometimes when you do that split landing, it doesn't work out as much as you think it would, and that's exactly what happened today. So let's see how they do throughout the entire game. You can see that zone shifting towards more of that eastern region. It's pretty much central for now between north and south, so it's not clear what direction is going to take, but I'm pretty much predicting we're pretty much going to see Pochinki and School still, Pochinki School Farm still in that zone within the next one. So maybe shifting towards the north at the end of the day with guys like Active Gaming, TMB, NSD sitting quite comfortably within that zone. But you never know. Sometimes it could go all the way into Savannah, or maybe we could see a military finish with a lot of the water around it. So yeah, let's check out how it goes. We do have the guys from the Intruder, sitting all the way towards that North Jojo pool. They're one of those teams too who has begun to showcase themselves in the past couple of weeks, proving that they are no pushover. We have AOK as well, sitting with Manphyllis and Co. Not too far away from UAE, as well as HQA, Help Quit Addiction, which is another new team that has been proving, to be a good team. With Skinny, with Nexus and the rest, they have been doing quite well for themselves as well. Fears and Co. Report GG. And I do believe they've been doing well, but they've also lost one player in this game. They're not too far away from 7AOK, and we know how crazy those boys from 7AOK are. They do have the firepower to take on any team. We've seen them in Mzanzi, we've seen them in the PMCO, and it's always deadly whenever they get into any fights. The boys from WR are also not too far away from Unsullied Army, Wipeout Rebels. That's the name in case you're wondering. And yeah, let's see how that one goes. The boys from UA have been putting up a really strong fight, in recent times in different competitions, proving that they are no pushover, proving that you definitely should not rule them out when it comes to any fight, gaining a lot of rep for themselves under the leadership of Jesse in recent times. So let's see how this game does play out. Drop your predictions, leave a like, and hit that subscribe on the channel, and let's see how this one does tend to unfold as we progress. Let's go. I do see Active Gaming not too far away from Navi. It is Navi Black and he's taking up some shots right there, but it does look like Navi's just going to get out of that position, not getting themselves into any serious fights. Now Black, pretty much a scout for Navi at this particular point in time, and it's crazy. There's a whole lot of space to work with when it comes to this zone right now. There's Pochinki, there's school, there's environments around farm, and there's a lot for the teams to work with right there. You can see ATROX just driving around just now. I'm just taking a look at that to see maybe we might get some shots coming in from WR, or we might get some shots coming in from Unsullied Army, but it doesn't look like it's happening right now. Top MVP might have some sights onto some of the players from UA, and yeah, he may be taking some shots. But it doesn't look like we're getting those early fights that we've seen, throughout the qualifier stages. Maybe the less players now, or maybe it's just a thing where everyone's just trying as much as possible to hold their own for now. So let's see how it unfolds, and let's see how things play out as we continue to progress in this match. Several different teams like B7 looking to get themselves into the zone as quickly as possible, and you can see everyone's just inching in quite closer. You see they're pretty much on the vehicles. You do see BBC now being that scout right here, looking for where he can take his team right about now. So who do you guys think is going to take this one home? Who's going to get that winner chicken dinner? I don't know. Every single team looks strong. Every single team looks like they do have the ability to actually walk home with this, but there are always teams who have proven in recent times to be stronger than the next. And I'm curious to see who actually does take this one home. So do remember to hit that like and hit that subscribe. Let's get those likes up. I see just only 6 likes. Share out the stream to as much people as possible. Let's get people watching. Let's get people on. Let's go, people. I'm gonna share out the stream myself to some places. Someone needs to teach me how to do this tag all thing. Like, I want to know how to do that tag all thing. I saw it and I feel like it's super cool. I'll be able to do it. I mean, I won't use it to spam. I'll just use it to invite people to the stream. All right, you can see that zone shift pretty much, what I predicted earlier on, which was we were going to have Pochinki still sitting in that zone with guys like Active Gaming, TMB, all still NSD, all still within that zone around Pochinki Farm and School. And you can see that's exactly what's playing out right now with several different teams now beginning to inch quite close to themselves. We might be seeing some craziness begin to happen, as you can see BBC trying to get those rotations on, getting shot by the boys from Boo Esports as they are taking on them shots. You can see Boo Esports trying to get into that central position. ATROX already holding a very good one right there to themselves. You can see the boys from NAVI, UAE, all trying to get into that zone. You can see Inspector driving not too far away from a team. It does look like he stopped for a minute to take on some shots, but Inspector does get taken down as Manfilas begins to get into the mix right there. Sahil and his boys pretty much getting shut up right now. They do leave Inspector. Oh, Pablo as well goes down, and there's just 2 players left as the boys from AOK pretty much just come out of the vehicle, surround them, and ambush them while they're trying to make those rotations into that zone. And it's definitely going to be a GG's right there as they do take out the 2 players from them. It does look like Navi is trying to get into that mix as well, but the return fire coming in from AOK does take out the 1 player, Senior, from Navi. They might be able to get that revive just in time, but you do see the boys from AOK pulling up onto that one. They're throwing in them nades, and they're ready to go at this against the boys from Navi. They are not holding back as they do come in, but that return coming in right there takes them down. But Manfilas comes in from behind. I'm not sure why Venom wasn't putting on the attack right there from the beginning, but all of a sudden the boys from AOK almost on the back foot of things. You can see Sonic's trying to get that revive right there. Is MVP going to come in on this one? He does get another knocker right now. The boys from AOK are down to just a 1 player. Navi as well. Almost seems like mutual assured destruction, but AOK almost out of this game, but Navi Black is able to win that one. The third party pretty much helping right there against the boys from AOK. It did look like the third party was coming in from UAE, getting their revenge and helping Navi wipe out the boys from AOK. Navi had 3 knocks to themselves with everybody pretty much just crawling and laying on the ground right now. But this is probably God sent for them because now all of a sudden they'll be able to get that revives and they would not have lost any player right here. GG's to the boys from Navi, especially UA, for helping them. You see Batman trying to make those scouting moves right there, look for a proper building. He's getting shot up by several different players, but ooh, now we do see the boys from UA getting into the mix right there. It does look like Jesse has gotten himself a knock. Trying to hold on right here against the boys from WR. They have lost 1 player. Jackie pretty much being the... Ooh, they do lose another player. Jackie trying as much as possible to hold it down. He's trying as much as possible to fight it out, but that doesn't work out. It's just left with Bara. He's the last player for his team. UA pretty much putting in the work, putting in the damage onto this team and taking them out. They've gotten 3 kills to themselves, as you can see right there. Jesse's got 1, Coney's got another, and you can see they're making the push onto the next building. It is Coney trying to look for that last player from WR, and they are pretty much on the hunt right now. He's in the next building, and they do push him and take him down. He did get 1 knock onto Mexi, but it was not enough as Coney came in from behind and got that 1. GG's to him. Alright, let's take a look and see where we might be seeing some more basketballs, some more action going down. You do see the boys from HQA lining up towards that edge of the zone. The zone's about to shift right now, and as you can see again, we pretty much got a zone that's just at the edge of Pochinki. It's got farm in it. We've got the boys from Active Gaming, we got S7, we got BBC sitting quite comfortably in that center. Lala is not too far away from the players from BBC, so be curious to see how that one goes down. If there's an engagement that's going to be happening between the 2 clans, but you do see the boys from Navi making that move into that zone. You do see several different teams, the Bulls also doing the same. We do see S7 as well sitting quite comfortably in that space. You do see TMB making their rotations, and every team's trying to get into a good spot. You also got ATROX with Valeria trying to make that move into the zone as well. Not too far away from Lala, so it's got to be careful. Everything's looking like the whole squad, everyone's edging towards that same direction. You got Intu's not too far away from Atrox, and Melody is already beginning to take some shots. You got several different players. You got Lala heading towards his team, and the boys from Int as well, driving and rotating towards that same direction. I'm curious to see how this one does play out between these several different teams. Pretty much driving next to each other right about now. It does look like Lala comes down from the vehicle. It does begin to take on some shots onto several different teams, making their rotations. He's not too close to his team. It does have to be careful. But I do see the boys from Int pulling up on the same location where you do have BBC, and I do think it's about to go down between these teams. It's pretty much a 3-way fight right about now. You do see the boys from HR taking on shots onto several different teams. They're popping it up onto the location where you got the boys, the Intruders, and Intruders going up against BBC, taking on the fight right now. They have lost 2 players, and it does look like BBC's not going to be holding back. They might be pushing up onto this one, and we might see a third party coming in from ATROX. And the Intruders trying as much as possible to hold their own in this one. They're still keeping it up. They're still going. They're not holding back. They've been able to get back 2 of the players. Running those mollies. Ooh, but the nade pulling up into that position. One knocks him down, the other takes him out. Woo! BBC with the nades. BBC with the nades. Alright. Melody gets a knockout. He's able to get that finish. BBC do lose one player, they lose another one. What's he gonna do? How is he gonna play this? Are you gonna go for that? Is he gonna take the opportunity to go for that revive? Does look like that's what he's gonna be doing. Come on, man. Alright, he's super smart about it, how he does decide to play this. Alright guys, I got a question. Is my voice echoing? I got a question. I just need y'all to let me know right there if my voice is echoing. Okay. UA on the back foot right there. As Madara and Sahil pretty much get taken out. It looked like they did lose some players on the rotations, and we're now down to 13 teams. HQ as well, not too far away from NAVI. NAVI holding their own down. They do get Schnitz down. His teammates are not close to him. Well, that nade coming in from Fears actually knocks his own player. It takes Navi along with him. Obviously calling on his teammates right now to get that revive. See the intruders taking home shots onto the boys from ATROX. All the ladies and gentlemen from ATROX. Ooh, that zone shift again, moving several different teams, and this is where things now begin to become really interesting. You can see it's just one team who's sitting out on that zone. Part of that zone is already sitting in a position where you've got water, and several different teams such as TMB, Boo eSports all need to make their way into that zone. And you got TMB is down to the one player. It does look like the boys from Boos might be looking to push up onto this one, and that's exactly what happens. That nade coming in from LB Boo does take out the last player for TMB, and all of a sudden we're down to 10 teams. They pretty much just cleared the pot for themselves as they look to get into that zone, to get into that space. You see the boys from Int right now in a whole lot of trouble. The boys from ATROX might be pushing up onto their location. They're just a two-man squad, and I'm not sure they know that, because they've been pretty much tortured so far by the intruders. And they do decide to just get into the vehicle and pretty much do rotations out of that spot. And that's exactly what's going down. You can see getting into that vehicle right there, trying to get into that zone. They're taking on some shots from Potato, but it doesn't actually connect enough to get a knock. Alright, ATROX found themselves in that zone. Not too far away. You got Enigma, you got Zeus, you got several different players trying to pop out into that zone, trying to stop every single team. All of a sudden, the boost is down to just the one player. You see shots coming in from several different angles. The boys from NAVI taking up shots onto the 7. And then they're still holding it down with a full squad while we're down to 9 players. You can see the person actively getting touched right now by Black eSports as they're pretty much trying to find a space for themselves within that zone. Black turning the sights onto Active Gaming. We got Vegas and Cloud in that position, but he's not been able to get a knock as they pretty much do get that revive. You see CROCODILE, turning sights onto several different players from Intruders and ATROX. He's trying to throw a nade into that position, but they are still there. Trying to pop out shots onto the location, but pretty much a nade or molly would do the trick right there. Now, if he's still in this game, as you can see, Lordwin sitting down with 10 kills to himself. He's got a lot of kills. They're pretty much putting in the damage from day one, from the beginning of this game. You got the boys from ATROX as well getting into a fight. It's just left with the one player, just left with dead. And the boys from NSD putting in the work onto ATROX. They're throwing in those nades, they're throwing in those mollies. They're trying to take them down. It doesn't quite do any damage at that particular point in time. But, ooh, that final one does take him out. Not sure he saw it bounce at first. But the boys from NSD are just... Okay, I think they're actually... Okay, they're a 3-man squad. Now pulling up onto that zone. You got the boys from Godlike and pretty much Black. I'm not sure why or if he hasn't seen them. But he actually spots them way too late. And they do take him down. I pretty much think he should have anticipated that there was a team there. But that's not what he does. He just rushes into that zone, trying to get in. And right now, you can see it's a 2v3. 3 players from Godlike. They're pretty much sending out the nades, but Godlike Marquio's not able to get a knock right there with that nade. But the nade's pulling up onto his own position. But look at that bounce. Boom! Coming in from NSD. As they do get a knock, but the return fire is able to cover up right there for the team. And right now, all of a sudden, we're down to 6 teams left. And it's a pretty tough one. You can see the boys from Active Gaming trying to get into that zone against B7. B7 is a 3-man squad. And a knock coming in right there onto Nell. But Active Gaming taking on shots from several different locations. Trying to pop out those nades right there, but it's a really tough one. 2 players from Active Gaming do go down. They're trying to shoot up the boys from NAVI, but Cloud goes down as well. Lala trying to provide some cover as well. We're down to 5 teams. They're trying to pop out them smokes to try to keep them alive in that game, but it's a really tough one. You do see the boys from NAVI still holding up a full squad right here. It does look like they've got some split. They've got the zone. They've got several locations. The boys from Active trying to get those revives. You also got Godlike, who's sitting in a good spot within that zone, and everybody sort of like has an inch on this zone right for now. Lala does get taken down. The nades coming in as well. It does look like everyone's sights is on to the boys from Active Gaming right now, trying to get those matches, trying to get those stats. And now we're down to 4 teams. It is B7, it is Navi, it is Active Gaming, and who's the 4th team? It's BBC Creators that you see right there. Active Gaming down to the 1 player left, but Viper's trying as much as possible to get those revives. Navi Senior does get taken down as they do turn their sights right there. You do see BBC Kratos also trying to fight as much as possible to hold it down. It does look like Kratos might be getting taken down right there. Guildford still holding his own in that zone. You do see Nell coming in and does take out the boys from Active right there as he does get himself a couple of kills and takes out Lala. You see now we're down to just the 2 teams left. It is Navi, who has been incredible in this game, but they're down to just the 1 player. It is just Venom. B7 on the other hand has how many players up? I do believe they have 3 players up, so they're looking pretty strong in this one right here. They can go for the onslaught against the boys from Navi. They've got themselves 5 kills, but Navi is holding it down with a whole lot more. They've got 13 kills to themselves. If they can get this revive, then they might be able to pull out something for themselves. It's all down to this revive. It's all down to the aggression that the boys from B7 can pull out right here. But if this revive does go on, then it'll be a real shame, because now this is the opportunity that Nell and the boys have. But ooh, they do get another opportunity as they do take down Nell. But now pretty much, sorry, they got the opportunity as the word was taken down by Nell. But yeah, definitely the boys from B7 taking this one home, getting the winner chicken dinner and 7 kills. B7 coming in that final circle and pretty much going wild, getting themselves a whole lot of kills. But just take a look at how many kills the boys from Navi came out with in this particular game. They got themselves 13 kills in that 2nd place. You got BBC in 3rd place getting 7 kills. You got Active Gaming with 2 kills in 4th place. You got the Gods like with 5 kills in 5th place. And yeah, you got Inks with 4. It's pretty even from here on. All right, guys, it was a lovely first game, great action coming down from several different teams, and obviously we do still have more to go. So do remember to hit that like and hit that subscribe. We'll be right back with more action going down. We still got a lot for tonight, so don't go nowhere. Don't grab yourself a drink, come back, and let's get into the next game. We'll be right back.
Oh my mate, you made a permanent home in my head. You moving like a goddess, come my way. Your hips on the move, only a real one can do what you do. I caught a body, but you was the shooter. Damn, shot me down one time. Now you wanna hug me down long time. Funny how the love can change sometimes. So we say, hey, pack up a bago. I'm pulling up on you. Let me show you my world. Oh. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got me. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my.
Adicto a ti, mi flaca. Tu cuerpo sacude como un maraca. Te miro y miro, sos sub y baja. Como en Caracas bailamos al ritmo del bajo y la caja. Y tú mi África, yo tu casino en América. Quiero bambino contigo, ma. Te beso bien suave en el limón, ma. Quiero con vino limón, no sé. Tu cuerpo es un carnaval, yeah. Tus ojos trascendental. Y tu espíritu natural. Me enamora con besos en el final, yeah. De África al tropical. Nuestro amor es transnacional. Lo que tenemos presidencial. Aquí la vista está
Told me that I make her feel alive.
see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Can't wait to show you off. Come out, I'm pulling up. Come out, I'm pulling up, yeah. Oh my, lo que tengo contigo más. Esto está fijo más. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got me up. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Thought I met you at the wrong time. Then you caught me on that one night. Girl, I wanna know how this thing get out of my control. Zip line into your timeline. Hey, that body don't lie. I didn't care for the hype, yeah. But when I saw you tonight, ooh, girl, you know just what you're doing. I'll go 1,000 miles to show you that I'm right for your love. Hey, keep breaking necks when you passing them by. Make sure they know that you taking love in your vibe. Let's be forever tonight, and I will let you make up your mind. But I can't wait. Where you coming over? Let me be your chauffeur, baby. I will keep on calling you love till you do the same. Let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur, like a chauffeur. Let me drive that. Yeah, I can't recall when you came through that door, yeah. Glowing like a headlight, independent of the way, got her bread right, yeah. Hard to ignore, sexy body make a jaw hit the floor. Won't you come over now? Just let me hold you down. Nothing else matching your type, nothing else matching your type, yeah. Oh, I feel the magic in the air. And when you give me a taste, I swear. When you give me a taste, let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur. I will let you make up your mind, but I can't wait. When you coming over, let me be your chauffeur, baby. I will keep on calling you love till you do the same. Let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur, like a chauffeur. Ma jolie, oh ma jolie. Ah yeah, eh. Every time I come around you, baby girl, something doesn't feel the same. You said that I'm changing, but it's really you. I see how you play those games. Wifey type for a main man. A queen can make moves, a king can't. Snatch you up, now you taking. Gave you bricks, now you building a wall up, wall up. Lately you and I've been all love, all love. I don't know what's up with our love, you forgetting all about us, oh. My jolie, oh my jolie, where are you when I need you the most? You still MIA. This is murder, heart is melting, girl you got me. Called your bluffing, made you something, now you talking. Telling me to cool it off, cool it off? How can I cool it off? Cool it off. Telling me to cool it off. Cool it off. How can I cool it off? Cool it off. Ma jolie, oh ma jolie. Ma jolie, oh ma jolie. You don't turn on me now. You don't get no time for me now, babe. Got him on a rebound, but it's only you that I like, babe. Tout ce que j'ai fait c'était pour toi. Sur le haut parlement t'écoutes pas. Tu me vois crever mais tu bouges pas. Pourquoi? Whoa, yo, wall up. You can't even get the scores up. For us, I don't know what's up with our love. You forgetting all about us. Oh, my jolie, oh my jolie. Where you been? When I need you the most, you still MIA. This is murder, heart is melting. Girl, you got me. This is more the bluffing. Made you something, now you talking. I call you bluffing. Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? My jolie, oh my jolie. Yeah. On me, yeah. No escaping from my mind, but low key. You know that you one of a kind, wanna show me, baby, the things you feel do with that body, yo. Show up everywhere that I be, yo. All you wanna do is party, yo. I know. You are the type that they warn me about, yeah. When I'm with you, all the wrong feels so right, yeah. She the real thing, but she cold hot.
All right. I hope you guys are ready for the next game of tonight. That first game, we saw several different gameplays coming down from different teams. Everyone was wilding throughout. We saw the boys from UA coming with a storm, Active Gaming, Boo eSports, B7 getting that winner with a chicken dinner. ATROX had something to say about it. Navi looked like they were going to clutch it at the end of the day. But it was not just happening as BBC put them for the work in that final circle. So going into this game, we'll be curious to see who actually does take this one home finally at the end of the day. But Navi's looking pretty strong as they were storming that lobby, taking on team after team after team. But at the end of the day, maybe the firepower wasn't just enough for them to finally grab that winner chicken dinner. So let's see who actually does take this one home right about now. We do see two teams not too far away from each other right now. It does look like it's Active Gaming, which is pretty close to another team. I'm not sure who they're on ground with right here. Well, let me just turn it into the ground and spot who it is. It does look like it is TMB. Lala not too far away from Clown. Does look like Clown might have some sights on him and might be able to take on some shots. But you'll be curious to see who actually does strike the first blow between these two teams. It does look like it is Lala and Ted Bundy who are alone with each other. And let's see how that one does play out. Let's just take a look as well at several different teams. It does look like UAE is not too far away from another team, WR as well. Let's see. Do remember to hit that like and hit that subscribe. Let's get the channel up onto 500. Road to 500 people. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, so we got two teams that we're watching out for right now. We got TMB and Active Gaming. who are not too far away from each other. It is Dex waiting to see if he can get that one knock. Just cloning around, stalking around the boys. Some active gaming right here. You got Spike who as well is in the distance. It's Cloud and Vigus, and it does look like Spike might be able to take on shots onto Cloud. He does decide to retreat right there and doesn't take the shots. Maybe he's thinking to himself here, you know what, I may not be able to get this. I may not be able to take the in that knock. We do see the Boos coming up against UA. They have knocked one player from UA. And that'll be Boos trying to push up onto a position where I do see Connie. Does look like Connie's trying to retreat away from that one. All he's got is a Winchester. So that's not strong enough for him to go in a battle against an AR. Just pulling up onto that church. When I call this a church? Okay, just a building. Try to look for a weapon while it's being chased. Oh, you could pick up that DBS. Was that DBS? Okay, alright. So he's got himself an Uzi. That might be enough. The intruders as well. Looking like they might lose a player early on here. If you're just joining us on board, we're welcome to our second game of the night. Get with the program. You're welcome to CMC Finals. Do help share out the stream to as much people as possible. Let's get them on board with us. Let's get it rolling. Let's get it rolling. This several different teams pretty much spaced out right now, but it does look like I do see the Boos not too far away from the one player from UAE. It does look like Connie is all on his own, as they're pretty much chasing him right now. They've lost AG to the eSports, and UAE and WR as well might be getting into a fight. So it does look like we're pretty close to two fights happening simultaneously at the same time. I wish I did have two screens. I do have good news, by the way. So it's been confirmed. I'm getting my system next month. I'm getting my new desktop. So what that means, I'm getting a new desktop and I'm getting a camera, like a proper DSLR camera. So what that means is that I will be able to do double screen. Yeah. I'll be able to do like split screens, proper animations and all that stuff, you know. Like proper. I mean I have everything. I have like two phones to do all of that, but what I didn't just have was the system to do it. You know, the system to power the streams. But now I'm gonna have that. I'll have two systems. I have a desktop because I'm getting a desktop, and I'll have this laptop that I'm using right now. So, yeah, going on into the next competitions, COC, the next vertical competition, I'll be able to do split screens very, very well. So I have like map and different fights. I can showcase like two different angles and stuff like that. Another thing that I want to do is have someone with me doing the switching while I'm focusing on talking, so that it will be better. All right, let's turn our sights onto S7. I don't want to show the map while I'm doing that. That's why sometimes I scroll. But it does look like ATROX was trying to do those rotations, but S7 came into that mix and did take out one of the players. They take out Valeria. It does look like Jones is trying to get back into that one. You can see Jones pretty much just getting into that vehicle. for JP out of that position, but Jones holding up with that fight. Ooh, not being allowed to get away from that position. I feel like he should have tried to fight Jones. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I feel like he should have tried to fight. Should have tried to fight. Like, where's the rest of his teammates? What they doing? What you guys doing? Get in there. Get in there. All right, WR coming up against UAE. They have taken out one of the players, and Pablo is also down as well. This is the time where they should be making this push. They're trying as much as possible to keep Sahil from getting that knock. As you can see, but that's not enough. They're trying to move quite closer. You do have to get closer. You can see Jerky heading towards that region where you do have Inspector looking to get into those buildings. Inspector trying as much as possible to hold it down. He does decide to just enter the buggy and leave that position. As if they all push at him, then it definitely will be over. So retreating. Mad gameplay coming in from UAE. Yeah, City Boys from UAE just pretty much deciding to leave that position, get away from that one. Active Gaming trying to get into that zone, trying to get those rotations on. I'm not sure. They look like they were in a central position. I'm wondering how they got here. I'm wondering how. Like how they got close to. Yeah, I'm wondering how that happened. So, anyways, turn my sights onto UA as well. Who needs to get into that zone? They've lost one player. Remember, they did lose their G in the beginning of that game, and now need to make their own rotations as well. Ooh, that zone shift definitely going to be putting in a bite onto some of these players right about now. And they do try to get into the zone. So you got S7, you got ATROX outside that zone looking to make those rotations right now. Not a lot of teams are in the zone as well, so there's a lot of space for them to work with. But you got AOK and Intruders driving not too far away from each other. Might see some shots taken by the two of them right about now. AOK coming into this game with just 3 players. That's your Mystery, Sonics, and Rick. Hey, yo, Reboot, welcome to the stream. I do see you right there. Thanks for joining us. See, yeah, I see everyone saying fire stream, man. I'm like super like wishing I could give a lot more, because like I'm not even feeling that I can do the double screen, show my camera and all that stuff. Like I want to do all of that, but I'm prioritizing like showing a good stream above like trying to do plenty of fizzy and all that stuff, and then it starts breaking, right? So for me, when people are like, "Oh, I'm enjoying your stream," for me, I'm like, I haven't even started. Like I haven't started, because you know I want to do like way more, but you know I'm just limited by my current gear. All right, we do see the boys from TMB going up against UA, as well as ATROX going up against S7. But it does look like they did take out that player from S7, so we're not going to turn into that. Let's go back to TMB, taking on shots onto the boys from UA. Remember, UA is a 3-man squad. TMB. Throwing the sights onto UA. Trying to play spoiler right here. Give me a second. I need to quickly get something. I'll be right back. But let's just continue with TMB. It does look like the boys from Intruders just took out one of the players from Godlike. Maybe one of those rotations gone wrong right there. Let's take a look at this player from Godlike who's not too far away from Intruders. It does look like he just pulled away from that position while they got that player taken out. Woo! Look at that! And Delmo getting a knock and getting that thirst right there. The boys from TMB getting a wipe onto NSD. NSD the first full team to get taken out of the game. And just take a look at it. A couple of teams are still sitting outside that zone. You got UA without vehicles trying to get into that zone while it's about to make that shift just about now. So the boys from Active Gaming as well. And everyone's gonna need to hop onto the vehicles, get into those rotations and start heading into that zone as well. Got AOK up against ATROX. I do believe that would be NAVI. Putting in the work with that mini 14, as I suspected. That is a work of NAVI. If NAVI is not with the mini 14, who will? Who dare holds a mini 14? Hopefully by the next COC. Double screen. Alright, I see S7 not too far away from Active Gaming. Slim card on his boys. Pulling up. Coming down. Let's see how this one goes. The system card trying to get that one ball. Ooh, Inspector getting a knock onto one of the players from Active Gaming. Coming in with a third party right there. You got Vigors not too far away from the slim card. Ooh, but Vigors trying to hold his own up against him. And Vigors does get taken down right there. Sahil coming in with a third party. Lala as well getting taken down. Just two players up for Active Gaming. As UAE is putting in shots from a distance onto the boys from Active. Making it quite hard for them. all of these teams. Bundy does get taken down. It's Cloud. Roy as well. Active Gaming and S7 still fighting it out here. Check my battery for a sec. Yeah, still looking good. Roy not looking too good right here. Okay, taking on some shots onto the boys from UAE. UAE holding their own down as Pablo and Cole do gun down Sonics. And they can turn their sights onto the last player from AOK. I do believe it's Mercy, who's just up in a vehicle. They came into the game with a 3-man squad, and now they've lost 2. Active Gaming is down to the 1 player, but the zone pretty much doing a lot of damage right there. They got to get out of that position. They've got to get into that zone. It's a real tough one. You're just seeing Intruders not too far away from the boys on B7. They believe, oh sorry, WR. They're taking out a couple of their players. 2 players from Intruders have been taken down, but they're just going to hop into that vehicle and get into that zone as well. ATROX in the mix of things as they do take on shots onto several different teams. It is NAVI trying to tag up several different players, but not connecting so far. Right here, I see B7, I see HQA. You do see Fierce throwing out those nades. With that nade, take him out of the game. But Badman's still in the game. He's throwing another one. Fierce is trying again. Trying to see if he can get to his position. But just enough for him to shift away. And for him to get that knock and confirm another kill. Curious to see how this one plays out. You got Navi. I've not really watched them in this particular one. I haven't really paid too much attention to them and what they've been doing. Let's see how it goes with them. Ooh, NAVI does get taken down by Int Melody. Intruders down to just the 1 player. They're down to just Potato. All the teams are driving past them while they try to fight it out. But ATROX doing really well in Miramar. I do remember the last time during the qualifiers, I think they did play really aggressive during the Miramar game that they had. So let's actually see how this one goes. B7 lose 1 player to Unsullied Army all the way in that zone. So you can see several different teams are trying to make their way in. You got WR, who is right here on ground with the boys from NAVI. Got HQA also putting up on the scene right next to Intruders. They senior about to pop them nades, about to toss it up onto the location. And now NAVI just deciding, hey, you know what, we're going to pull up back into the buildings. Get ourselves into a favorable position. WR as well, just on the edge of things. If they do decide to push, there's Venom from an angle who can provide some cover for their team. But now we're down to 11 teams in the zone. Yeah, thanks, guys. I can hear people saying if the basic is good, the rest of it will be better. That's the plan. That's the plan to get a lot better. You know, it's more work. It's gonna be more work, but and sometimes I'm not even gonna lie. It gets when you do it consistently. You know, you do need a break, and I probably haven't taken too much of a break from streaming the entire year. Like it's been competition upon competition. So yeah, after this one, I'm gonna give myself like quite a bit of a break because once the Mzanzi starts, then that's you know that's another tool, more work and all that stuff. But yeah, let's see how it does go. Let's see how it does go. I know we'll be able to find a way to manage things around. Well, yeah, looking at this game right now, let's take a look at where several different teams are located. We do see S7, the last player, Slim Card, S7, not too far away from boys from Int, and they're just holding it down in those buildings. He's popping out the nades, he's throwing the mollies, but it's not really able to connect. Doesn't look like Potatoes jumped out of that particular position. He mollied that position, but it did look like Melody was actually staying up. He takes one down. Oh, for a second, I was thinking, is it going to take two out? But it didn't look like it. Didn't look like it. All right, let's turn our sides onto WR. We are turning their shots onto the boys from NAVI. ATROX trying to hold it down. BBC pretty much shooting everything on their pathway. Shooting everyone who's trying to make it to that zone. See them turning their shots onto bed, but not able to get a knock. They can take a look onto the boys from Navi. David Senior does go out to that zone. Some other different teams trying to make their way into that zone. It's pretty much difficult for them. You can see Venom really low right now, and the zone does take him out. Navi not having a really good time right here. Boys from WR pretty much getting into the vehicle and just moving into that zone themselves. Now gets another one. BBC sitting comfortably with 9 kills. They're looking really strong. Alright, so we're down to 4 teams. It is TMB sitting with a 3-man squad. It is WR with 1. It's AOK with 1. You guys think he's gonna win this one? BBC sitting there with 9 kills. Let's go. Who do you think is gonna grab that winner with a chicken dinner? We still got 1 player from WR. BC trying as much as possible to get that flank. You can see Kratos making that flank, even going outside the zone. What just happened to my sound? Yo, no, this can't be happening. Oh crap, oh crap. Oh crap, he came back way too late, but BBC won that one. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened, man. I don't know. This capture cards, like, it just froze. It just froze at that moment. But yeah, BBC winning this one, getting themselves 12 kills. You do have the boys from TNV coming in second place with 10. You do have WR getting themselves 6 kills right there. They have AOK with 5. Now he won. And we'll just go to the rest. I do apologize for that that thing just freezing up. I don't know, like, sometimes these things, I don't know. Like, you buy the most expensive, the best, supposed best capture card, but it's still messed up sometimes. So yeah, hopefully I will, maybe when I get the deck stuff, all this will stop, I guess, hopefully. Anyways, we'll be going into the next game of the night, the third game of the night. I do believe that it's going to be a Vikendi game. I know how y'all like Vikendi, so do make sure you hit that like and hit that subscribe and join us in the next game, alright? I'll see you soon.
Oh my mate, eh? You made a permanent home in my head. You moving like a goddess, come my way, my way, my way. Your hips on the move, only a real one can do what you do. I caught a body, but you was the shooter. Damn, shot me down one time. Now you wanna hug me down, long time. Funny how the love can change sometimes. So we say, hey, back up a bago. I'm pulling up on you. Let me show you my world. Oh. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got me. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Adicto a ti, mi flaca. Tu cuerpo sacude como un maraca. Te miro y miro, so sube y baja. Como en Caracas bailamos al ritmo del bajo y la caja. Y tú mi África, yo tu casino en América. Quiero bambino contigo, ma. Te beso bien suave en el limón, ma. Quiero con vino limón, no sé. Tu cuerpo es un carnaval, yeah. Tus ojos trascendental y tu espíritu natural. Me enamora con besos en el final, yeah. De África al tropical, nuestro amor es transnacional. Lo que tenemos presidencial, aquí la vista es espectacular. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Can't wait to show you off. Come out, I'm pulling up. Come out, I'm pulling up, yeah. Oh my, lo que tengo contigo, ma. Esto está fijo, ma. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got me. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my.
I met you at the wrong time. Then you caught me on that one night. Girl, I wanna know how this thing get out of my control. Zip line into your timeline. Hey, that body don't lie. I didn't care for the hype, yeah. But when I saw you tonight, ooh, girl, you know just what you're doing. I'll go 1,000 miles to show you that I'm right for your love. Hey, keep breaking necks when you passing them by. Make sure they know that you taking love in your vibe. Let's be forever tonight, and I will let you make up your mind. But I can't wait. When you coming over, let me be your chauffeur. Baby, I will keep on calling you love till you do the same. Let me take it over, drive it like a chauffeur, like a chauffeur. Let me drive that. Yeah, I can't recall when you came through that door, yeah. Glowing like a headlight, independent of the way, got her bread right, yeah. Hard to ignore, sexy body make a jaw hit the floor. Won't you come over now? Just let me hold you down. Nothing else matching your type, nothing else matching your type, yeah. Oh, I feel the magic in the air. And when you give me a taste, I swear. When you give me a taste, let me take it over, drive it like a chauffeur. I will let you make up your mind, but I can't wait. When you coming over, let me be your chauffeur. Baby, I will keep on calling you love till you do the same. Let me take it over, drive it like a chauffeur, like a chauffeur. Ma jolie, oh ma jolie. Ah yeah, eh. Every time I come around you, baby girl, something doesn't feel the same. You said that I'm changing, but it's really you. I see how you play those games. Wifey type for a main man. A queen can make moves, a king can't. Snatch you up, now you taking. Gave you bricks, now you building a wall up, wall up. Lately you and I been all love, all love. I don't know what's up with our love, you forgetting all about us, oh. My jolie, oh my jolie, where are you? When I need you the most, you still MIA. This is murder, heart is melting, girl you got me. Called your bluffing, made you something, now you talking. Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? My jolie, oh my jolie. My jolie, oh my jolie. You don't turn on me now, you don't get no time for me now, babe. Got him on a rebound, but it's only you that I like, babe. Tout ce que j'ai fait c'était pour toi. Sur le haut parle mais t'écoutes pas. Tu me vois crever mais tu bouges pas. Pourquoi? Whoa, yo, wall up, you can't even get the scores up. For us, I don't know what's up with our love, you forgetting all about us, oh. My jolie, oh my jolie, where you been? When I need you the most, you still MIA. This is murder, heart is melting, girl you got me. This is murder bluffing, made you something, now you talking. I call you bluffing, telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? My jolie, oh my jolie. Yeah, yeah. On me, yeah. No escaping from my mind, but low key. You know that you one of a kind, wanna show me, baby. The things you feel do with that body, yo. Show up everywhere that I be, yo. All you want.
All right. Welcome on to the third game of the night. I do apologize for that break in the final game. I'm not sure why. Not sure exactly why that happened, but anyways, I don't know. Sometimes these things just happen, and there's no explanation as to why. It would just break down all of a sudden and just stop showing or freeze. But anyways, hopefully we wouldn't have any incident like that in this particular game. As you can see, let's take a look at the map and see where different teams are going to be landing right about now. We do see AOK and Unsullied Army moving towards a specific direction around Cosmodrome. Does look like Unsullied Army is moving farther down that region. Let's take a look. I do believe that's ATROX as well. So ATROX and Unsullied Army are pretty much heading towards Trevno, and they might be the ones landing together. So let's see how that one plays out. Let's just keep an eye on the two teams. Does look like the boys from Unsullied Army have landed already. Jesse's not too far away from Jones. It's all about who gets a weapon first and who gets to the attacking. It's already going down right there. So I do believe Jesse does get a knock. He's holding on the DBS. Trying to get those heals right now. Coming into the mix. Gets another knock right there onto Jones. Jesse playing it quite good right there as he got out of that fight. Called in his teammates to provide him some cover. And played that one quite good. As the boys from ATROX are just left with Nefmi, who runs away from that one. Gets away from that fight. So this starts off really good. I probably need to increase these names. Let me increase these names. Because now WR is in a fight. Alright, you got WR, you got Intruder as well in the fight. You can see Melody pretty much just trying to hold an angle right there. They aren't pushing right here, but if they do throw a nade, then it might turn things around. Woo! Wow! My goodness. I'm gonna need to watch that again. Like, again and again and again and again and again. Look at how quick that was. Let's get it. Pop, pop, boom, 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 boom. Alright, so one team's been taken out. Unsullied Army got 3 knocks onto ATROX. So now we're approaching that quiet time of weekendy. All right, you can see several different teams looking to make those rotations into that zone as well. Double Metro is pretty much free right now. Half of the zone is surrounded by water, so while this zone still looks big, it's way smaller than a lot of people think. Okay, it's way smaller, and there's gonna be a lot of contention for it right there. But this was from BBC, not too far away from Navi, as they do try to make their own rotations as well. You pretty much head the vehicle coming in from Navi right about now. I do believe now he's pulling up pretty close to Black. But he does drive away. It is Lodwin. He just hop on his vehicle and just leaves that position. He's not too far away from the boys from Active Gaming, but I do see UAE coming up in a fight against TMB. One of the players has gotten taken down. Does look like the boys from TMB are pretty much trying to get those rotations. And they did lose one player. They did lose Clown to UAE right there. Active Game is sitting in a position not too far away from one of the boys from Navi. Let's see how that one plays out. Killfield making those rotations. You can see S7 trying to get those knocks right there, but they're not able to connect. Ooh la la la. Hey guys, remember to share out the stream. Share out the stream to as much people as possible. Let's get them watching. Come on, come on, come on. Y'all can do it. Y'all can do it. That'll be nice. Share out the stream. Share, 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 share. Get more people on board. I do see HQA. Not too far away from Active Gaming. It's just two players from Active. It's Vigas and Ted Bundy. Who's gonna drop first blood right here? You guys need to get report GG. They're all pretty much surrounding the team, looking to get that first knock. They see report GG getting a knock right there onto Vigas. He was waiting for that. Now making his own move, trying as much as possible. Get another knock onto the boys from Active. You can see them pulling up into these buildings right here. Report GG does get in. That Thurston does go for it. Gets the thirst onto Vigas. But it looks like all of a sudden now we have a three-way fight coming down. The boys from the Booze are also getting into this fight. They do take down Cloud. The Bundy trying to pop out smoke and move on to this location. Down. Lala is able to put in the work right there. Alright, the third party coming in from the Boo eSports. This is the moment where HQA will be needed. come in with the vibe. But they didn't push in quite on time. They've held on for too long, and now Boot eSports have gotten those revives. GG holding it down right here. Gotten himself a couple of knocks. HQA putting in the work right there onto the boys from Boot eSports. All of a sudden now it's a 2v1. He's Skinny putting it down at this corner. And is in some trouble of their own as they do get taken out by NAVI. NAVI has lost 2 players, by the way. They're just down to the one last guy. So it was pretty much almost mutual assured destruction on both sides. A couple of teams have gotten taken out right here. We've got 4 teams have gotten taken out. There are a couple of teams who are just sitting down with 1 player each. Let's just see who actually does take this one home. Who do you guys think is gonna win? Woo! Inspector trying to rotate into that zone, but the boys from TMB pretty much being stumbling blocks right now. As they shoot him up, you can see Adelmo pretty much trying to make sure that he does get that knock. And let's see how this one goes. Let's see how this one plays out. You see searching. Doesn't look like they found him so far. All right, so taking a look at that zone, you do see BBC, the Intruders, you do see HQA, who took out the boys from Boot eSports. You do see NAVI all sitting quite comfortably within that zone. And because Vikendi, like we know, has a whole lot of buildings to work with, we might not be seeing any action going down quite as yet. You can see there's so many buildings for those teams to get these rotations into. You see AOK as well, not too far away from HQA Maestri. Obviously looking at the boys from the Intruders, as well as HQA not too far away from him. He's pretty much putting up those scouts right now. I'm trying to figure out where his team's gonna go. You can see that zone pretty much gonna be making that shift in a matter of minutes. So let's see how this one plays out. Who do you guys think is gonna get that winner chicken dinner? Judging from this, judging from the positions, Spectre's found a way to still survive, hold it down, trying to get back onto the boys from TMB, looking to see if he can get a knock or two. Michael gets a knock onto Inspector. Was from Godlike and not too far away from the one player from NAVI. We're going to see a clutch. It's been a while. We saw a clutch coming down from one of these players. I'm going to see a clutch coming down. Have we seen a clutch today? Not sure we have. Let's see. Oh, this guy's gonna give us a clutch. I want to see a clutch. Like I want to see like one guy taking on, but it does look like UA might be coming up against AOK. They've taken down Rick. It's now left with just two players. And it does look like the boys from UA will be putting up onto this one. Jesse has put up onto that building. He's holding it down. It's looking pretty good. Let's see. Ooh, Venom does get taken down. But the nade going into that position where Sonics is at. I'm not sure he's been able to get that knock. But Sonics coming down right there. And the last player for AOK does get taken down as UA are looking really good. They've got themselves 6 kills so far. And they didn't lose any player. They're holding their own down. They're coming down into this position. They take over it. And they do get that wipe right there. GG's to them. Jesse's got 2 kills. Connie's got 3. Max's got 1. And they're looking really good right here. Ooh. Alright. We're down to 11 teams. Let's take a look at Black. Got a couple of players surrounding him. He knows that. He's got the Godlike team. Behind them, there's also UAE, who've lost 1 player. And those two might be getting into a battle just about now. Godlike Henry's most likely heard the footsteps coming in from UAE. They've got to be careful because whoever Navi catches, whoever this boy catches or more, there's destruction. All right, the boys from HQA, they're putting in the work right there as they do take out 1 player from Intruders. They do get a knock. We do see all these guys moving into that zone. Moving into that zone. Trying to hold a good spot, trying to hold a good possession. Let's go. Oh man, I need more streamers. Though. I need more streamers in the community, man. I need more. We need more. You people go and if you have a laptop, I beg, come. I'll pull you up for some training. Don't worry, you don't need much to get started. You can start up like, with the simplest amount of gear that you can. Okay, you can start up. You don't need to start up like with so much. Okay. Was some intruders have one player who's been taken down by UA. UA coming in from behind. Everyone's trying to get a spot for themselves. Doing a whole lot of damage. You're not looking good as they've lost a couple. And he's trying to hold it down for his team.
Yo en la cara.
This is the boys from TMB taking on, I do believe, the boys from B7. Got themselves a winner with a chicken dinner here I believe in the first game. They take out one of the players. They do get another one. They taking out Qfield as well. And now they're just down to the one player. They're just down to Nell. Trying to maintain, trying to stay safe in this game. I'm gonna turn my sights onto UAE. We're coming up against a 4-man team, BBC, and they don't look like they're the ones who have the front foot right here. It may be tough for them, but a nade or two could turn this entire game around. Ooh, and Valak does get a knock right there onto Venom. Jesse does get taken out. UAE going out in 9th place. And BBC coming out on top of that particular one. You see several different teams trying to get themselves into that zone. You can see Godlike. I do believe he's the last player for his team. Popping on shots on chain. And does take him out. He's trying to find his way into that zone. Getting those extra kills definitely does matter right now at this particular point. You see several different teams shooting up. The boys from TMB, NAVI Blacks pretty much watching from this point of view. I do believe TMB do lose another player. They're just down to the one player, which is Dex. trying to make their way into that zone. BBC still holding their own down. The boys from East pretty much getting taken out right now. They do lose 2 players. The rest of the players are outside that zone. They do see Black, who's just moving right there. They try to take him down, but it's not looking good for Int. One of the players from BBC has gotten taken down. We're down to 4 teams. Navi putting up that huge strat. Finally going out to 5th place. Ooh, now trying to get that knock onto Int Melody, but it doesn't connect. BBC putting the work right there. One team at a time. The last hope for his team. Limcard as well, the last one for his team, putting up into that position. So the 3v2 v1v1 right about now. Take a look at that. Kratos coming in and getting that wipe right there, sending us down to just 2 teams. You can see the boys from BBC putting in the work in the lobby, taking out many different teams. Kratos getting himself 7 kills right there, and BBC coming on with a whooping 15 kills in general. You got the Intruder sitting down with 6 kills in second place. You got S7 sitting down with 2 kills. You got HKA with 5. You got NAVI with 4. You got TMB with 2. You got B7 with 1. You got Godlike with 2. And we'll just scroll through the rest right now. All right, guys, thanks for joining us again in this 3rd game. We still got one more game coming up, and I do believe that's going to be an Erangel game. So don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. Go grab yourself some popcorn, a drink, a popcorn if you have one, a drink, and get back, relax, sit down, and stay tuned for the last game of the night. I think it's if we can. An Erangel game. Let me check. Yeah, it's Erangel. So yeah, let's go for our final game of the night, and I'll catch you in a couple of minutes. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Got time and we're wasted. Got no plans for the night. I love how you look at me. Feeling low, nothing to lose. Can we say it tonight? Cause I don't wanna go. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't stay here. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. So I keep pushing rewind. Hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time. Oh, don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind.
We were young and so dumb. I knew that you were the one. Played our songs all the time. Can we stay here tonight? Cause I don't wanna go. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't come back. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. So I keep pushing rewind. Hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time. But don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind. Dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. You know that I don't wanna feel this way again. So let's pick up the pieces that we left unsaid. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't stay here. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. So I keep pushing rewind. Hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time. But don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind. Dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again.
Just the other day, saw you looking my way. I start to contemplate moments that went to waste. Why you do that? You drop me like who that? And put me through that. But baby, it's useless. I'm living my life. Don't need to remind me, feeling just fine. One of a kind. Who better than I? Oh. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my. Got a lot to do, I got a lot to do, I got a lot to do. At the crack of dawn, in the dark of night, what I got to do? I'ma make it loud, how I made you scream like a cockatoo. Turn the pussy wet by the shoulder rest, what the cockatoo. What you expect, how I forget these thoughts of you. Don't need no reps, I'm in the jet, gon' fly the coop, fly the coop. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Oh, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my place. Shawty, don't play that game. saw you looking my way, I start to contemplate moments that went to waste. Why you do that? You drop me like who that? And put me through that. Baby, it's useless. I'm living my life. Don't need you in mind. Me feeling just fine. One of a kind. Who better than I? Oh. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe.
Yo, what's up? What's going down? We're down to our final game of the night, and it's been intriguing throughout. It's been crazy action going down from place to place. We've seen several different teams pop it up in this particular game. We've seen the boys from B7 go all out. We've seen BBC. We've seen several different teams just light it up. So who do you think is going to be wrapping it up for today and getting that winner chicken dinner? We do see the boys from WR, and as well as I do believe the boys from BBC landing pretty close to themselves right there in Milta. And we do see the boys from Active Gaming holding it down around farm. We do see the boys from HQA in military base. UAE seems to be going with a team NSD all the way towards Primark, so we might see some action coming down between those teams right there. We'll be keeping a close eye onto the boys from NSD as well as the boys from BBC to see who's going to draw first blood. We also got S7 moving pretty close to another team. Navi is not too far away from some of the S7 boys, so there might be some damage coming down there as well. Pablo is pretty much getting that first landing. NSD coming into this one with just 3 players, looking like they might need to get some loot. They're getting tagged up right now, and me doesn't look like he is online. He's having that landing glitch that usually happens where you tend to just have like some minutes where you're stuck, but he's able to move into a building and at least get himself a firearm, and that's looking pretty stable right now. All right, let's take a look at BBC. Well, right here, they just got 2 players right here. It's just Kratos. Kratos, I believe, got himself 7 kills in the last game. Pretty much the MVP of that game. Can now turn his sights onto Bara. Take a look at it from an aerial view. Everyone's speeding, holding it down for now. They're holding it down. The boys from WR, I do believe they know that they're there right now. It's not like they're not aware. They're just pretty much deciding, hey, you know what, we're just gonna hold it down. Losing a couple of hits, but he does get taken out there as BBC does draw first blood in this one. They do take out one of the players from WR. And that's here. You do see the rest of the players putting up the top MVP. Does look like he's pretty much trying to retreat away. Will they be retreating away from this fight, or will they stand to try to find a way to get revenge on that one player? Look like the boys from WR will just be retreating away from that one. We're going to fight another day. Turning our sights onto NSD versus UAE. NSD in a really tough position as they've lost 2 players. They're down to just the one. Ooh, Inspector in a whole lot of trouble. Fire doing a lot of damage, but not able to take him down. But I mean, trying as much as possible to hold his own down. He does take down Madara. I mean, trying to find a way to fight back, to hold on.
ماشي فينال لو هبين لوانيو كوت فينال كلا مش قرن ما سجدت سده توانك شيء توانك واي
Alright, we do see Sound Hill pulling up on the building right now, trying to get that final finish, but he's going all alone. If I was in his shoes, I'd be waiting for my last teammate, but he's trying to pull up onto that building. It does look like... Wait, did they actually get... Yeah, they... I think they actually got the last one. I think they got the last player from the side. Inspector went to flank position and actually did get that knock, so GG's to them. Take a look at Team Spyco, who got in themselves a knock. I do see the boys from UAOK pulling up onto that position where Active Gaming is there. If you do recall, I do believe in the second game, the boys from Active Gaming did take them out. So maybe they're trying to stay within the regions of Active Gaming to try to see if they can get the revenge on them. Sometimes seems like that sometimes. See them taking out some shots onto Ted Bundy from Active Gaming. And you got Reek, who's just landed not too far away from Lala. Holding his own. Lala trying to be as silent as possible. Try to hold his own down. Waiting for the time when he can bite. He's gonna get this one. It's gonna be Lala. It's gonna be Rick. He's gonna get that knock between the two teams. Just try to pay attention. Them right now. Turn our sights onto Ted Bundy. Ooh, Vegas does get taken down. Two players pull up onto that position where Lala is at. Lala trying to hold his own down against the Ooh, but he does get taken down. Cloud does get one knock onto one of the boys. We're going in for that revive for Lala. Ooh. Ooh, so close right there. But the boys from AOK do win that one. Active Gaming now down to just two players left. But they've also got one player from AOK behind them. Can come in from behind. Ministry. Put on the sights onto him. And Vegas does get that knock onto Ministry. Vegas gets one knock. The last player for AOK. Solo. Active Gaming do win that fight. It was a long and hard one. Vegas putting it up for his team. As he does get, I do believe he got all the 3 kills there. Yes, he did get all the 3 kills. Vegas OP. Getting 3 kills for his team right there. Let's turn our sights onto another team. You got the boys from WR who are right here on ground with B7. We keep that winner chicken dinner in one of those games. They have lost one player to WR who came into this game with a 3-man squad. Nell still holding it down. Let's see how it goes. Nell does get taken down now. Ooh! The Nick coming in does take down LH44. She's now left the kill feed. Trying to hold it down, but those nades keep coming in. The rest of the players pulling up onto the building. Looking to see what they can do up against kill feed. He's held slow. He's got to heal up right about now, but they're already putting up onto that building. Up onto his position, and Jerky just take him out. GG's to the guys from B7 as they do get taken out right there from this particular one. Let's take a look and see if we're going to be having aggression coming down right here on the map. We do see the boys from Boo Esports. They're down to just the one player. We do see UAE trying to look around, trying to make those rotations, looking for those third parties, because wherever they hear shots, that's exactly what they're doing. The boys from S7 making those rotations into that zone. And I'm going to just check on the live stream, check your comments. See what's up. And wow, that active gaming fight was so long that we're already on it on the live stream. It was as long as 5 minutes. Wow, woo. It was that long. Do remember, guys, to hit that like and hit that subscribe. Share out the stream to as much people as possible. Let's get it going. What it do? players from S7 get taken down. BBC coming in with a storm right there as they do clear out 2 players from S7. Reduce them to a 2-man squad. Take them down right there on that hill. Ooh la la la. Violence popping. We do see ATROX and UA. UA has been making some mad gameplays recently, and UA, let's look at this. UA pulling up like bang. They pull up like bang. They pull up like bang. Oh my god. UAOP. Woo. Look at that. They pull up like bang. And UA pull up onto the boys from ATROX and they take them down. Third party shots coming in and giving them some knocks. But they're most likely going to be able to get that revive, as I do believe it's a NAVI. Okay, it's actually BBC who's actually taking on some shots onto them. But some active gaming looking to make those rotations up all the way right there. But BBC is just turning the sights onto everyone as they do take down a player from UAE. It was Madara that they took down. BBC flag looking to get some knocks around. You can see the teams already getting closer to each other. About different teams looking for those knocks right there. The boys from WR as well, not too far away from BBC. They've also got the boys from Active Gaming, not too far away from them. You got Jerky, who's also driving just around Active Gaming, looking to get into that zone. Alright, you can see Jerky popping up them shots onto the boys from Active Gaming. Throwing up the nades onto the boys from Active Gaming. It does look like they're going to be putting up onto their position. Bikers does get taken down. It is not just Teflon hiding in that smoke. But he does get taken down as they pull up onto that location. And Navi pulling up onto UA. And Connie gets it to knocks. Woo! Two boys from Navi do get taken down, and UAE is on some fire right now as they do defend this position. Take out two players from Navi. Alright, Godlike's also pulling up onto this position. I'm having a headache right now. Like, you know that stuff that happens to you sometimes when you're looking at the screen? You're just having this headache. Oof. I think it's a cold. But anyways, Navi still trying to fight onto this one. You got Venom, who's taking on shots onto the boys from Godlike. He's gotten a knock onto them. He's throwing out them nades. He does get another knock, and he might be looking to push up onto this position. They got like Lazy in front of him. The boys from Godlike, with that one player taking down, they've got to be really careful. The nade into this position could actually turn things around, but Lazy and Henry are holding it up right there. Trying as much as possible to do their path. They've got a spot within that zone. Chained up against the boys from TNB. Ooh, and he does take them out. GG still unchained. Getting that one right there. That final zone shift. You see the boys from UA looking to pull up into that zone. But just take a look at this. But up against Godlike. Venom does go down. Black is pretty much putting his work right there, trying to hold back the boys from Godlike. Damn, lost one player to Navi. Black not looking too good. He's out so low. He's gotta heal up. He's gotta heal up while he can. The boys push up onto his position. And that's the end. That definitely is the end for Navi as they do get taken out of the game. We're down to 4 teams right here. Each of these teams have 3 players except UA. UA pulling up onto UAE, and Jesse does get another knock right there. Jesse looking to pull up onto that position. Jesse does drive close right next to Inspector. Let's take a look at this on the aerial view. Just saw he left, and UA take on UAE. I take them out. UAOP boss in the lobby. Bad boss everywhere. Woo. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? UA putting in the damage onto the lobby. You got Godlike, you got WR putting it down here. The 2 teams are turning their sights onto UA. It does look like they might be able to get a revive right there. You got WR holding it down with 10 kills. Showing out the nades onto that position. Oh, I do believe that's a smoke. They're looking to move into that zone. Let's smoke on it. Okay, it's actually in it. Okay, sitting down with 7 kills. You got Jesse with 2. Godlike pulling up into this position as well. Just hitting up on those buildings. Godlike Henry trying to drive around, trying to find a spot for himself. As he stops, he does get taken down by Connie. Godlike now down to just the one player who also has got to make his way into that zone. But we are trying to fight it out. Ooh, but Godlike getting a knock right there. Now the top MVP and Sabri trying to make their way into that zone as well. They got to get that knock, but you do see Jesse pulling up onto that position. It's just the one player left, and UA are looking really good. They're looking like they can take this one home. If they pull up onto this position where he's at, they might be able to get this winner chicken dinner. You see Jesse just holding it down. He's throwing up the nades into that position. And all they got to do, they got a full squad. All they got to do is wait it out. Wait it out for them. Wait it out for them to come out. Connie getting a knock right there onto one of the players. You can see them now looking to make that move onto that building. You do see Deji putting up, but they do get a knock onto Deji. They all pull up, and UA getting that winner chicken dinner right here. And not only getting the winner chicken dinner in this final game, they do get themselves 12 kills as well. GG's to UA. Putting up an amazing game. Jesse getting himself 4 kills. You got Coney with 6, Venom and Deji with 1 kill each. You got WR sitting down in 2nd place with 12 kills, having an amazing game as well. You got Godlike sitting down with 3 kills. You got UAE sitting down with 4. You got HQA with none. You got NAVI with 1. You got INT with 7 kills. You got S7 with 3. You got TMB with 3. And yeah, the rest is except AOK has 2 there. Alright guys, lovely evening being here with you guys. Thanks for joining us on board. We'll be back same time tomorrow with some amazing gameplay. Do remember to hit that like and hit that subscribe. It's your boy Act Fire, and we'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Catch you later.